Hello, everybody. A sunny, beautiful morning. I'm going to work and I'm making a toxic talk. This podcast is for the newbies, the plebs, and I designed this to help you understand what Bitcoin is, help you understand what's the risk of being only in national currencies or fiat. So, what is the risk of just, leaving your money in the bank account? The risk of that is you lose your money. You just one email away until they shut down your account. You can't access your money. It doesn't matter if you had 100,000, if you have $20, you just cannot access it. And this is a massive problem. This is a major problem because let's say you have like somebody ill. You have a kid that's ill, who is ill, and you need the money. You think you had the money, but they said, hey, you can only take out $3,000 a week. What does that mean? Well, you never really take that much money out of a bank account, right? So you thought you could just take out all your money at once, but no, you can only take $3,000 every week. That's a major problem. And why is that? Because let's say you had like $200,000 in a bank account. I mean, it's not usual for the regular guy or regular girl, but if you have this much money, it will take you like a long time before you take everything out, and before that, right? It's the value of the money is at risk, right? Of devaluation, and also, right? What if something happened? Let's say the economy fall in a crisis. Right? So many places on the world now, people are losing their bank account. They are losing money in their bank account. It's frozen. They don't have the money to pay. The bank can't pay. The bank is insolvent. Insolvency means the bank, is bankrupt, and they only have to sign up for bankruptcy and say, hey, we run out of money. And that's it. That's all they have to say. And they are good. And what you're going to do? There's no water to wash you. You lose your money. There's nothing you can do. Because those banks are so powerful. They are so much powerful than the regular person. Right? There's really nothing you can do. So those are the things I discuss in this channel. Basically a podcast. I call it Toxic Talk because this is by the fact that I see a bunch of crypto people calling Bitcoiners like toxic maxi or toxic. Here's the thing. I don't consider myself as like maxi or Bitcoiner. I don't like labels. I hate labels. That's stupid to me because anybody can become a Bitcoiner. I don't want to be associated with a specific, any type of people. That's stupid to me to put a label on yourself, like saying you white, saying you black, saying you from this nationality. I think it's all stupid, right? I have a name, right? I want you to call me by this name. That's it. I don't want to associate myself, just put a label on my head. It's it's dumb to me, in my opinion. So that's why basically I just call this toxic talk because we're basically killing them, the scammers. So if you financially cutting them away from scamming people, then they will call you toxic, right? Because you're preventing them from doing that. So that's that. So basically, and yeah, I try not to say all like bad words in this channel, but yeah, sometimes if something slips, I'm sorry. And yeah, so now let's talk about why it's so important to have Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is proof of work. When you go to work, I'm sure anytime you make money, right, it's because you did something, right? You did something. Like my son, in order for me to give him money, he has to do something, right? So I'm not just gonna give him, oh, take this, take that. Even if I'm giving him food, I want him to do something, right? Just go take that, make him work. That's why most people are avoiding with their kids now. Oh no, let him be. No. Oh, let her be. No. You have to do some work, right? How can I keep on giving you without you doing anything? That's nonsense. So yeah, so basically Bitcoin is the same thing. You just do some work and you get rewarded. That's what Bitcoin like emphasis. That's what Bitcoin reinforce. And it's so weird to me, like why so many people hate Bitcoin. Because they hate proof of work. They are lazy, they don't want to work, they just want to steal from you, right? Anybody who hates Bitcoin, think of them that way, because if you really hate Bitcoin, you have to give me a reason why, right? If you will see, like most people who don't like Bitcoin, they don't like work, right? They just want to be lazy, want to steal people's money. That's all they want. So anyways, now, like proof of work, basically protect your money. Every miner, every computer on the network is working to protect your money. Like my friend, I've been working for so long to convince him about Bitcoin. One easy way I was succeeded was to tell him Bitcoin will protect the value of your money and you won't lose your purchasing power. That's all I had to say. Like everything else I said before, never convinced him. He said, you sold me when you told me that the value of my money cannot be devaluated when it's in Bitcoin. Now we say, hey, why? The value dropped because the price going down. Hey, it's not the point. The point is when you see the price go down, that's just like the fiat price. Like these are papers money, like, or just digital, worthless numbers on the computers, right? Showing you that this is money or that is money, but it's not really. It's not really money. They are not really money. They're just like just really worthless digital, like on the computers, right? Numbers or fake papers. So I'm gonna get into work. As I said in the beginning, like I'm just driving to work. Now I just arrived. I'm gonna get in. And to finish this, is that when people say, oh, the fiat value drop, here's the thing, that's just the fiat numbers, right? Because in the fiat system, they can manipulate the price of money. They can say, oh, this is harder to get money for loan now, and then you see everything get like cheaper and cheaper. So you see Bitcoin drop. But for people who really understand it, say, hey, this is a massive opportunity to get more Satoshis. Right? Satoshi is the smallest unit of Bitcoin. So that's really the unit of Bitcoin. One Bitcoin doesn't mean anything. When we think one Bitcoin is just like, it just mean one Bitcoin just mean 100 million Satoshis. So that's the real unit of Bitcoin is Satoshis. And the protocol doesn't know about Bitcoin. It doesn't know this 1 Bitcoin or 21 million Bitcoin. It only know Satoshis. So anyways, to finish this, like educate yourself, learn what it is. Those crypto space, like crypto scams, they are just gonna steal your money. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I'm gonna go and in the next podcast, right? But before I leave, please support this channel. You can stream me some sats, right? You can start. You can download a wallet called Phoenix, or there are so many other wallets out there, and you could just install it and then send some Bitcoin into it, and then you could basically have Satoshis, right? The unit, the smallest unit, which is Satoshis, and then you can decide to stream some like your podcast. You can support them with some like 1, 2, 3 Satoshis, depending on your position or what you depend on the value you find. And yeah, that's the Bitcoin economy, the circular economy. So we are building this parallel world to support, enough people to support people who want, and when the fiat system collapse, right? Because it's on the verge of collapsing right now, and people are so stupid to not understand it, or maybe they are paid for not understanding it. So, anyways, guys, I'll see you again. Pike over and subscribe, like, and I'll see you again. I love you guys.